At the Playmakers Network, sports are more than games. They're a community. From basketball and college football to professional wrestling and Rams football, our shows keep fans informed, entertained, and connected. Watch live, listen on your favorite podcast platform, and join the conversation. The Playmakers Network. Sports, community, conversation.
Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting, lights out.
Ooh, that tastes like dog. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm on the camera. What's up?
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shooting Lights Out on this Monday, August 24th, as we are getting closer and closer to September and another sport taking over.
Yes, we are at the fourth Monday in August. Yes, and yeah, all the talk is football, but there's been a lot of basketball talk this past week, and that's why we're here. We are your weekly deep shot into hoops culture, and just because the NBA has taken off doesn't mean that we step aside. With my co-host, Darnell Playmaker Silence, I am the one, the only, the true S. Cole Johnson. And I'm here to bring you the good news that you are at the right spot for all hoops knowledge and analysis and news. If you're watching us on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel, we thank you. If you're watching us on the Playmakers LinkedIn page, we thank you there as well. If you're listening to us, not watching us, but listening to us on, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or any other place where you can consume and download podcasts, we thank you as well. And we are, as we always are, live on the Real Wise Radio Network. Shout out to the Real Wise Global Media CEO, the one, the only, Will Otero, a.k.a. Wise Elefe. We are so honored to be part of that platform and the many others that proliferate you, the listener.
Which also entails the Playmakers Network Facebook page.
Oh, yes, and you can watch us live on the Playmakers Facebook page. Playmakers Network Facebook page.
Today's going to be interesting.
That's one way of putting it.
Today's going to be very interesting. And doing so, here's your question of the day.
And the question of this episode is the following. What can hurt a basketball brand more? Ownership instability or off-court culture wars? Once again, that question is, what can hurt a basketball brand more? Ownership instability or off-court culture wars? Type that answer if you're watching on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel below the description box. And if you haven't done so already, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the Playmakers Network YouTube channel, where you can get all the wonderful programming from here, not just Shooting Lights Out, but Bearing Down the Grind, which is on Wednesdays in the fall, in the early winter. Ramley Talk, which is on every Thursdays in the fall, in the early winter. And Monarchs of Wrestling, which is pretty much just like Shooting Lights Out all year round, every Monday following this show at 6:30 p.m. Speaking of Monarchs of Wrestling, one half of that show and one of my dear brothers, Cool McCain, at Cool McCain15. He hosts so many things, chiefly amongst it, Eagles Elite Podcast. You catch it every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. Every Wednesday. He says, I know one thing. The Dream better won a playoff series. And for those who don't know, Cool is a huge Dream fan. And I understand. And he actually said on this show last year he would not be happy until the Dream actually wins a playoff series. And considering they had home court last year and got bounced in the first round, I think that's a fair expectation, because that would connote the next step for them. It says they improved the team in the offseason. They should do better this year. I agree with him.
He also says yes, his answer to the question of the day.
And Cool's answer is off court. That has more. That plays more instability in basketball than instability in ownership and upper management. Yeah, I can see that.
But now we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it because, boy, last week was not for the lazy people of basketball. Because everywhere you turned, there was something going on in the game we call basketball. So with that being said, let's go around the hardwood.
Yes. Beat your what? Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we'll make this a very quick around the hardwood.
Yes. And here's how quick it's going to be. Let's start with the Timberwolves and Lynx. Now you have Mark Stodd. He now has controlling shares in both the Timberwolves, the NBA team, and the Lynx, the WNBA team. Shout out to you. I know that as we talk about of Kevin Garnett actually taking some sort of ownership, not necessarily majority stock, but have some sort of stock in the Timberwolves, because he's been looking for ownership. He said if not there, then probably the next iteration of the Seattle Supersonics. Shout out to you. Oh man.
By the way, A-Rod is still owner.
Yes, A-Rod is still an owner. But it's been talk about those types of things. So Mr. Stodd took control of the Timberwolves. Now we got DeMar DeRozan. He went from the Kings to the Nuggets, and he signed a veteran minimum deal to bolster a roster that possibly needs a little more firepower than what we saw last year before they fizzled out and lost in the first round to the Timberwolves. Yes, sir.
I'm intrigued by this move. I'm intrigued by this. You had DeMar DeRozan with Joker, Jamal Murray. If Aaron Gordon can be healthy, Cam Johnson. It's an interesting lineup.
What I want to know is it going to be a problem for one Jamal Murray to at times take the back seat and let DeMar cook? Because that's the only hiccup I see with this move. If Jamal's to be like, I'm 1A on the Nuggets, if he's like that, then I can see that being a hiccup. If he's more along the lines of, look, the more the merrier, this actually might improve the Nuggets.
But I'm intrigued about this move.
I am too.
And now, I know which one. I know which one you saving last, and this is just great.
And now we go to the mistake done and the mistake by the lake. James Harden, not him, the Cavaliers, signing this goof to a 3-year, $97 million deal. Wow. Did you see him do anything in this Eastern Conference final? Anything? Why? Why are you signing him? Why? You should have
Does
let him go and have him retired. He could just play pickup basketball in Los Angeles.
does Cleveland have a knack for making interesting decisions? Because the past 2 days, well, yes,
You mean the
yesterday
city,
and
not just the Cavs, the city itself. Yes.
yeah, because another team made a decision earlier today that is very intriguing.
Yeah. It made massage parlors in Cleveland very happy.
You ain't have to
But
put
yes,
that out there. You just could have left it what I said
I
and let
didn't
people
say anything.
wonder. Gee, you don't got to give them clues.
That's why I didn't say anything. All I said was massage parlors and Cleveland will be happy. That's all I said.
That's too much clues, man. You don't give out clues on another sport. What is wrong with you?
Oh, it felt good to say, and I'm right and it's truthful. But the Cavs making another mistake in signing and basically committing money to a black hole in the beard for 3 more years. Why?
I don't think it's the 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's the $97 million. That's the problem.
Why are you paying this nigga 32 mil a year to have him do Nathan for your squad?
In April,
Why?
May, and we never seen him in June. So,
Well, we've seen him once in June, but it was
Do I
early in
really-
his career.
do I really want to count that one?
Well, you're right, because he was a 6th man. But still, if you're going to be fair, he actually did make a finals appearance.
Okay,
But as the number one man, he never has set foot in the finals in June.
fine. He 6-man with OKC, and they got demolished by Miami. Outside of that, that man has not sniffed June since.
And he played horrible in June. So there you go. And then the greatest basketball decision this week. Klay Thompson saw that the Mavericks and the city is worth crap and moved to South Beach. Congratulations, Heat. You signed a wonderful shooter. Klay Thompson, after a buyout from the Mavericks, has gone to sign with the Heat. He's going to play alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he's going to forget about the good need twerking. Fine. Dot. Megan Thee Stallion. Now he can go, I'm going to body yaddy, 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 yaddy on South Beach. Not you, ho. I'm a body yaddy, 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 yaddy on the South Beach. Now I'm going to plow body yaddy, 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 yaddy on the South Beach. Many of them. So shout out to you, Klay. Beautiful job, sir.
I shouldn't even say that after what he just said. Because I don't even know what you say after what he just said. But I'm going to try to bring it back seriously on the serious note here. Klay,
I was being serious.
Klay Thompson, what do you have left? You didn't look good in your final years in Golden State. You didn't look good in Dallas. Now you're going to team up with Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you have left?
Well, I mean, considering Meg was crying all on social media about how he cheated on her, looks like he has Wood offering.
I did say he
Wood.
didn't look. I did say he didn't look good at the final years in Golden State too. There's one of the Megan Thee Stallion problem. This happened before he even got the Megan Thee Stallion.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So he found his fountain of youth with that thought, and then he must have a Wood problem, at least according to Meg. So he should be great. Now he can go to a place where there's many thoughts. Now, can he translate that to on the court? That's a different story. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
See, this is what happens when you don't have production meetings. Because we don't ever know what's going to come out of each other's mouth. None of this stuff be planned. Like, none of it be planned.
Oh, Lord, that felt good.
He went old school hip hop on me.
That felt good. Well, I mean, I could have said he wanted another big old meat and give him big old treats, but I didn't go there. Cool says, "Oh, we got an old head, Lion-O's little brother, tomorrow, Thundercats, ho!" And for those that don't know, Cool McCain is a huge Nuggets fan. He said, "What's good, my brothers? Hey, everything is good, man. What's good with you, bro?"
I'll see you in some hours.
And Cool goes about my one thought of how this move would probably backfire on them. He says, "Look, Murray's Yaz can take the back seat half the game anyway," which he's pretty much right. He says, "Does choking count?" with 3 rolling on the floor laughing emojis. And that was alluding to James Harden. He goes, yeah, oil me down. And my Isaac Hayes was him. yeah, oil me down.
Cool. I officially hate you right now.
Yeah. Oil me down.
Don't you even start.
He goes on to say Klay gave up $9.8 million to get out of Dallas. That right there should tell you how bad of a city. I'm not gonna crap on the city. That should tell you how bad of a situation is in as being a member of the Mavericks.
You already crapped on the city. That just didn't stop you. Because you proved my point.
No, but I still love Dallas. But I'm gonna take dumps on it every chance I get. Just because you love a place doesn't mean you can't criticize it. It's a beautiful place to live. I know of many in the 7+ million who live there. It's a great place to live. And yet there's a lot of crap that goes on in that city.
And yet you refuse to live there.
Cool says it's going to be a lot of body yaddy 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 on South Beach to pluck. Exactly. 100. Cool says maybe he like D. maybe he like D Watson, and he needs to clap to play good. See, I didn't mention the man's name. Sportswear with Dre Day podcast. Dre, he gives us the double salute. We do the same thing to you, sir. It is good to always have you here on Shooting Lights Out.
And when does Cool ever follow the program when it's not his?
Yeah, you had a good point. But that was still a cold line. I love that. Because he's right. Klay's gonna have a lot of body yaddy 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 on South Beach to pluck.
He got it from you because you started saying out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure he don't even be thinking that way. He probably had a different term or song in his head, and then you came back with that.
I mean, he was receiving all the love from when Megan was dropping my man, my lover, my baby. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm getting Megan her soft girl era. Yeah, and he got in that garden. He was like, oh, Hades no.
Hades
had to bounce. Hades no.
We'll be back.
Sometimes it's not even about the jerseys. It's the hat that sets it off. Snapbacks, fitties, truckers, whatever your style is, that's how you rep your team every day. If you're looking to upgrade your collection or find your next go-to cap, we got you covered. Hit the link in the description and shop the latest styles right now through Biz. Every team, every style, every day. Top off your fit the right way.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
But I blame one person for this.
One person. What one person are you going to be blaming? Good. I don't give a crap. Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC. Quote, feeling the blues in Death Valley, close quote. Duke ends a 45-year drought in Clemson. You are coaching a team, son. Get with the program and worry about your program.
The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Your best work starts with the right environment. Whether you're working from home, managing a business, creating content, study for class, or gaming with friends, the right setup can make all the difference. From premium office chairs to modern desks and workspace essentials, Odin Lake helps you create a setup that works as hard as you do. Work smarter, stay comfortable, perform at your best. Discover Odin Lake today through the Playmaker Network.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Well, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out, where Klay Thompson, we are proud that Klay Thompson is finding a plenty of wet and gushy out in the South Beach area with Darnell Playmaker Silence IMS. Cole Johnson. Cool says he needs his live to go bang, 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 bang. Yes, he does. He says, that secret garden wasn't so secret, Cole. No, it was not. No, it was not. Yeah, he started. I'll take good care of you. Oh, another nigga was taking care of you? Oh, I need to go.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant goes by Primo. Attack.
So before everything goes off the rails here, we do have some things that happen on the court that need to be discussed. Even though,
I didn't take anything off the rails. I'm speaking news and facts and truth.
Did I say Cole Johnson before Cole Johnson? I said before we go off the rails. I didn't say Cole Johnson. I said we.
Okay, fine. All right.
Jeez, already jumping the gun.
Because I know how you are.
Listening skills, sir. Listening skills.
Oh, I know listening skills, but I also know body language too. But yes,
we get serious here. We have on the court stuff to talk about.
There's a lot of basketball news that took place this week. Yes, I agree with you.
So as we run the fast break.
But Klay, look, we understand there's running a fast break and there's running trains. We appreciate you, sir. Good job. Keep doing it.
Shut up. Now, run the fast break, and the game from the weekend happened in Brooklyn.
Well, you should be happy. And I mean this from the team standpoint. Your Liberty needed this game in the worst way, and they delivered. 109-102. They faced off against the Indiana Fever, and they made Caitlin Clark work for hers and hung a W on her in Brooklyn. Now, the Noifi Beach, she went for 25-5 for the winning Liberty. On the losing end, you had Caitlin Clark give you 21 points, 4 boards, and 7 dimes. Now, for Beach, returned to the lineup after some injuries, and she helped the Liberty beat the Fever in a crucial game they needed. Breanna Stewart, she added 22, along with 7 dimes and 8 rebounds.
Now,
shout out to the Liberty. Shout out to the Liberty, and I'm saying this from your behalf. You said that they all throughout this year, you said that they've had issues closing out games. Well, they closed this one out, sir.
Well,
so they showed you that they had the ability to close out games against good teams.
Well, they had help, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So part one to you, Caitlin Clark stands out there. This is part one. There's 2 parts to this, and it's all in the same segment. So you don't have to worry about me not doing part 2 right away. I'll be doing part 2. But part 1. Yeah,
that's
you
right.
see the stat. You see the stat line 21, 4, and 7. Good job, Caitlin Clark. But in the final minutes of the game, you were down 3. You draw the ball. You try to get past Namona Phoebus. Didn't happen. You wanted a foul call. You didn't get the call. Kelsey Mr. yelling at you. Don't even argue. Get your butt down court so we can play defense. And you committed a frustration foul. And by the way, it's under a minute. So guess what? Guess what that means, Cole?
What, free throws?
Free throws for New York. And guess what?
Say free throws.
They made both of them. So a 3-point lead became a 5-point lead. All because you're mad because you didn't get a foul call. You got a foul call on the next play. You get to the line. Guess what happened, Cole?
She bricked one.
Both.
Oh, she bricked both free throws in the late stages again.
Both free throws missed.
All right. Clark stands. Don't you open your mouth and start slobbing down this imaginary penis that you think Caitlin Clark has for the next game that she did, because this is the problem we both have about her. She makes huge mistakes down the stretch, and she chokes in the clutch, especially against good teams. She keeps doing
down
it.
3. You was only down 3.
She keeps doing this. But
you know how critical that foul was?
Well, it was highly critical because, I mean, they were still 1 bucket away from tying the game. And if she kept her head in the contest and not worry about, well, why do you call a foul? That was a foul. I keep telling these Clark stands, you were like, you don't do the research. Sometimes you don't need research. All you need to do is have these 4 eyes to watch the product. The girl has a problem keeping composure. Case in point in this game.
So yeah, we can talk about the fact that as a team, the Fever only made 50% of their free throws, which is not good as a whole. But you was only down 3, and your frustration caused you to foul when you didn't need to foul. Now the liberty goes up 5.
Let's back up. You have the ball, you turn it over, you gripe to the refs. So basically,
no, she didn't turn it over. She missed the layup, but she wanted to foul.
Okay, fine. So she missed a shot. That's fine. We miss shots. Liberty get the rebound. You complained and you got hacked to the refs. So basically, you are inconveniencing your teammates once again, or making it a 4-on-5 situation on the other end. And they need all the bodies they can to at least impede the Liberty from hitting the bucket. You don't hear the complaints being heard by the refs. You're like, F it, you hack. And it goes from 3 to 5. Then you get fouled. You get put on the line and you brick 2 free throws. Clark stands. Don't get lockjaw. This is why she is not the face of the league. And don't get me started.
No, she's the face of the league. She's just not the best player in the league.
No.
It's 2 different things.
She's the cash cow, but she's not the face of the league. Face of the league means you got to hoist a trophy. She ain't done that yet.
I believe face of the league is the person that everybody want to see because
I'll explain. All right. No. I'll explain this. Michael Jordan basically was the man that you saw in every single commercial from 85 to 90. That nigga didn't even touch a finals. But the face of the league were Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and rightfully so because they were the 2 champions that most frequently went to and won the finals. So Kayla Clark is in that Jordan category where, yeah, she gets the most publicity, and she probably is the one where she draws the most fans, but she's not the face of the league. She's the cash cow. She's the reason why the league is making money.
So that's part
now
1.
Clark stands. If she actually does decide to get ahead in the game late and start making mistakes, then she probably will be the face of the league.
That's part 1 of my Caitlin Clark talk. Moving on.
To better news, and unfortunately, we'll have to talk about her fandom a little later. On Friday, the Mystics hosted the Lynx, and the Lynx are just continuing to steamroll over the competition. 94-84 was the final score. Natasha Howard gave you 21-75, but Olivia Miles. She won't win the MVP this year, but she's given a good run for the money to get it. The runaway rookie of the year gave you 24-7. Wonderful performance again by, to me, the best player in the league today. Now, I'm not saying best player in the league, period, but in the moment. Because I want to watch her more than I want to watch any other women's basketball player right now. But the Lynx, right now, they are holding on with steel grip, that number 1 overall seed. That was Friday. Saturday, we had the Mercury hosting the Dream, and the Dream put the Mercury out, 99-89. And with this, the Dream clinched a playoff spot. And Dre, I got to thank you for your video about this particular game. Angel Reese gave you 31 points and 14 rebounds, 31 points being the career high in the WNBA for Angel Reese. And you have a lot of people who, when you address the truth, want to talk crap all the way around. I'll address that a little later. Then on Sunday.
Hold on, before you continue on. First, point 1, consequently, with the Dream clinching, they knocked out the Mercury, so the Mercury, once they play their final game, they're done. Number 2, A lot of y'all was talking a lot when Angel Reese made her mistake when she missed the game-winning bucket. And Caitlin Clark, you saw Caitlin Clark in the background smiling. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I say, hey, that Caitlin Clark smiling, that's that you don't effed up laughter.
And good for her.
And sure enough, Indiana went on to win that game.
Yeah, good for her.
But since that, Angel Reese had a perfect game. I forgot who was against Dre. Remind me who that was against. She had a perfect game, like 20-something points, 9 for 9 from the field. And then she followed up with this game against the Mercury in the desert, helping the Dream clinch a playoff spot. I could go wrong. I could go wrong, but we do have bigger fish to fry on this episode.
And you still have people who want to crap on Angel Reese badly. Dre knows, because Dre saw the commentary that I levied in his post on video post on Sunday. The Fire, they hosted the Mystics, and the Mystics rebounded from that 10-point loss, getting a 105-100 victory. Shakira Austin gave you 31 points and 10 rebounds. As the Mystics, you had the Dream clinch a playoff spot on Saturday, eliminating the Mercury in the process, and you now have the Mystics clinching a playoff spot as well.
And with the Mystics clinching that playoff spot with the win over the Fire, the Liberty clinched the spot as well.
Well, congratulations to the Liberty. They made the playoffs yet again. Congratulations to the Mystics for climbing to now the next plateau of actually being a playoff contender.
And then the rest of what happened this weekend.
Let's start on Friday with the Valkyries trying to shut it down, but the sky shut them down. You had the Tempo just simply beating down the Fire. That was on Friday. On Saturday, you had the Sun making me happy by taking an L to the Sparks. And then on Sunday, you had the Aces beating the Tempo. And you had the Fever. Oh, they beat the Sky. And that is the scoreboard sweep. All right, fine. All right, fine. The wretched Wings. I ain't pissed at the Wings. Storm, you're effing up. Win.
That's not happening. I told you that.
Win. The Wings beat down the Storm.
I told you that wasn't gonna happen.
And that
now,
scoreboard sweep.
Now part two of my
get that off my screen.
Let you focus. Part two of my Caitlin Clark take.
Oh, I am focused. Get that off the screen.
You see the Fever beat the Sky, right? Last night.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark, 37 points, 8 threes, 10 dimes. No complaining. No answers, no nothing. Kelsey Mitchell went for 30. She hit 5 threes. You see, Caitlin, when you play the game the way it's supposed to be played, which you know how to do, and you work together with Kelsey Mitchell, but just like last night happens, where you pulled away from the Sky in the fourth quarter, thus eliminating the Sky from playoff contention. Now, can you keep that focus when you get to the playoffs? That's the question that has to be answered.
No.
Yes, I'm going to criticize you for how you finished against the Liberty, but I'm going to give you praise for how you played against the Sky. The problem is, it's always back and forth with you. And people don't seem to understand that or don't care to understand it.
It's like Tupac said, you up and down like a roller coaster.
Play the game. Don't worry about the foul calls. And good things happen.
Or worry about them. Still act like a clown.
That's all it is. And when you play the game, And don't worry about all the other stuff. Good things happen for Indiana.
Or worry about those stuff and hurt your team further.
Kelsey Mitchell struggled. You kept the team afloat. And then Kelsey Mitchell came in and followed suit. So both your end up scoring 67 points together. Oh, and by the way, this is without Cole Johnson's favorite player playing in that game, by the way.
What, Leah Boston?
Yeah. Hey, even Alessi Hall scored 14 points. And when do you ever hear Alessi Hall doing any type of scoring? So you Clark stands, just know when it's time to criticize Caitlin Clark, this program, the two of us, we will criticize Caitlin Clark. When it's time to praise Caitlin Clark, we will praise Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Saturday, she deserved criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, she deserved praise.
Yeah, good job on the 37-10. And I'll even go further. You were mistake prone in the first quarter. You buttoned that up and didn't turn the ball over the rest of the game. So you have what it takes to actually take care of the ball. Now you got to do a better job with these better teams to take care of the ball and to be clutch and to show up for your teammates on both sides of the floor, both ends of the floor. Sometimes you do that, sometimes you don't. And this weekend is proof that sometimes you will in one game and sometimes you won't in another.
And that's the fast break.
That this guy has shown. Let me shut up. James off the steal. James with the stop.
Rebound by Adams, his sixth. Morant blows by Primo. Attack.
Cool McCain 15. He says Playmaker wants the Liberty to win by 25 every game. Wow.
Yeah, ring by 25 every game.
Well, yeah.
But if you've been paying attention, Cole will tell you, he had a knack for blowing leads. And then when you play against the team that's the highest scoring team in the league, you hold on and not celebrate until the final whistle is blown.
Well, as I said,
and then Caitlin Clark happened.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, your complaint it might have been solved because that was a good team. They did not relinquish the lead to. They had a lead. They didn't give it up. And they were clutch down the stretch. Cool goes on to say Clark's session was still glazing her hair bush. I mean, complete with nasty drool. I mean the type of drool that comes out of bulldogs' mouths.
Not what Cole and what Dre saying is what I agree with.
Sportswear Dre Day. He says, "Welcome back, Phi Beach. We so missed you." And they're gonna need that presence. They're gonna need that presence down low. If the Liberty's going to advance, they're gonna need that.
Not down low is her defensive prowess.
Well, they're gonna need that. Cool says, Mr. Johnson spitting hot fire. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Dre says they worship us. They praise her in the morning and at night. Not God, but Caitlin. Can I get a witness? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Dre says, or the best team on her team, or the best player on her team, which that would be Kelsey Mitchell right now. But I digress.
Cole has a message for his squad.
Cool, saying it's the dream. Do that ish in the mother plucking playoffs. That is a message, personal message from Cool McCain to the Atlanta Dream. Dre says, preach, Cole. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Cool says, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. But we didn't ignite it, so we gotta fight it. Oh, my bad. Oh, Cool says, Cole spitting more facts. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. He also says sky or a dumpster fire. Well, and that's unfortunate that Angel Reese had to witness that dumpster fire and had to leave after last year, because they were then and they're worse now. So it just goes to show that the sky was not because Angel Reese was bad. It was just because that whole organization is just off kilter. Dre says, oh, she going to have another great game Friday before the break because they're going to play the Sun. I already knew that. And you and possibly I will be hearing, oh, look at that. You hate Clark. I bet you hated Caleb Clark doing that. No, I didn't. I want greatness on the basketball court. I don't give a crap what the player it is. If they play whack, I'm gonna address the whackness.
So, but after this break, Mr. Cole Johnson will be lighting a fire. 2 separate fires at that. I may join in. I may not. Who knows?
The game is about to start. The last thing you should be worrying about is what's for dinner. With Cook Unity, chef-crafted meals are ready to enjoy in minutes. Great food, less hassle, more game time. Cook Unity. Available through the Playmakers Network.
Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying. But this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Football season is almost here. Whether you're heading to the stadium or watching from home or representing your team every day, NFL Shop has the gear fans need. Shop official jerseys, sideline apparel, hats, collectibles, and the latest merchandise from across the NFL. Get game day ready and support Ramley Talk when you shop through our NFL Shop affiliate link. NFL Shop, official merchandise, official fan gear. Horns up.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
NFL Underground, if number 99 says I'm coming back for one more year.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising? Because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry, my bad. Professionalism. Well, what do we have here? Well, it looks like we have the Lakers no longer being owned by the Buss family for the first time since 1978. Not all the way quite. Oh, good Lord. It seems like it's an absolute free-for-all. Oh, goodness gracious. So you had the 5 Dr. Jeanie Buss siblings standing united in their decision to sell the shares of the team. Now, they reiterated their intention to sell their remaining shares in the Lakers, saying in a statement that 5 of the 6 members of the Buss Trust, they stand united in their decision. Now, it comes in the wake of Jeanie Buss, the current governor of the team and the only sibling to abstain from the vote to sell, declaring her intention to contest her brothers and sister. Jeanie went on to say in a statement to Shams Charania, who you got to stop promoting the inaccuracies in stories, son. Quote, the Los Angeles Lakers have never been just a basketball team. They have been one of the greatest privileges of our lives. Our focus has always been on what we believe is best for the Lakers, the fans who supported this franchise for generations, and the greater Los Angeles community. Johnny, Jimmy, Janie, Joni, Robbie, Ronnie, Ricky, Mike. I like to go. Who cares who you like? Cool it now. I'm sorry. And Jesse have made the decision to sell the family's remaining stake. And we remain united in that decision. We intend to move forward thoughtfully, respectfully, and throughout the appropriate process. Close quote. You got to cool it now. You got to lose control. I'm sorry, man. Last June, the Buss family made the decision to sell to Mark Walter at a valuation of $10 billion, not million, billion. A then record for a U.S. professional sports franchise. Multiple Buss siblings, however, they felt frustrated at Jeanie and misled by her over what they believed was a rushed sale. And this is what sources close to the process told ESPN. The siblings felt pressure to vote yes. Now, over the course of that year plus, the team is being sold yet again. This time to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger at a valuation of $12.5 billion. Now, those who are unaware, Bob Iger, he is the CEO of Disney, and Josh Kushner, he's the brother of the person who is married to Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka. The Buss family is using a tag-along provision included in the initial sale to Walter as a way to join their remaining 17.8% of shares in the team to the sale at the $12.5 billion valuation. All the Buss siblings, aside from Jeanie, voted on Monday to use the tag-along provision to sell. Kushner and Iger are purchasing approximately 65% of the franchise in their deal with Walter. With the shares from the Buss family, their ownership stake would be roughly at 83%. The family released a statement saying the following, quote, "We have tremendous respect for Bob Iger and Josh Kushner and believe they understand what the Lakers represent to Los Angeles and to our incredibly loyal fan base. We are confident that they will honor everything this franchise stands for while building upon the foundation our father created." Close quote. Now, Jeanie is contending that a court ruled back in 2017 that no sale could be, quote, effectuated without approval by the co-trustees. That would be Jeanie, Janie, and Joey Buss. Close quote, meaning it would need her approval. In a letter sent to the siblings on Monday, Jeannie's lawyer, Adam Streisand, not to be confused with Barbara, demanded that the family, quote, make clear publicly that Jeanie Buss is the controlling owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, close quote, and, quote, take no action on this supposed vote to sell the $17.8 million stake, close quote. Now, if the sale of the remaining shares goes through, Jeanie would lose her status as governor of the franchise. She had a previous deal with Walter to remain as governor through the 2030 basketball campaign. Now, if you thought the battle or the brouhaha with ownership of the Lakers only ended with the Buss family, oh no. As the fight over what will happen to the Buss family stake will take place in Los Angeles in the beginning of the Walters shocking sale of his majority ownership stake to Iger and Kushner, Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, he has no plans to sell his part of the team. In fact, Chuck Tiger Kenworthy, the Soon-Shiong family attorney, told ESPN on Thursday, quote, Dr. Patrick is absolutely not selling his minority share of the Lakers. Bob Iger and Josh Kushner are good friends, and we will be joining them as supportive, active, and engaged partners once they close the transaction with Mr. Walter. We are extremely excited about the Lakers' future and look forward to many more championship years. Close quote. Now, the 74 Soon-Shiong bought into the team back in 2010. He purchased a 4% stake from the iconic Magic Johnson. Now, known for his innovative cancer research and treatment, Soon-Shiong is also a successful businessman and surgeon with a net worth of north of $15 billion. That's according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Now, the six Buss siblings, they still own a collective 17.8% of the team after selling their majority share to Walter in a deal that was ratified by the NBA Board of Governors owners in October. With Soon's 4% off the market, though, the only other minority owner Buss could target in the scenario that is painted with any other minority owners would be that scenario, possibly with Ed Roski Jr., who owns 3% approximately of the Lakers. A mess, a mess, a mess, a mess. Well, good Lord. It's like you have the Waltons meets the Real Housewives of Hollywood. Good Lord. Now, we already went through LeBron James leaving the Lakers and the team looking lily white, as people would say on the street. So that took place earlier in the summer. Now we get to the heat of the summer and we have to deal with ownership upheaval. And then you have Shams Charania, where the family is saying, no, you talking outside of your neck, son. You're talking bullshit. You ain't saying it right. I don't know what's wrong with you, sucker, but you ain't saying this right. And he also is under hot water about publishing inaccuracies to the Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer deal. It's beautiful. I mean, you have an ESPN analyst and reporter being under fire, and his big boss is about to assume a lot of the ownership of this team. This is brilliant. I love this. This is great. Soap operas have Nathan on the Lakers. Oh my gosh. But I had to I would just talk about them, but I had to do a double take. Why? The WNBA commissioner, Cathy Engelbert, spoke. Oh my God. I thought that she was a mute. I didn't think she had a voice box. I thought that she was held under gunpoint to say don't say a single solitary word, you white heifer. You ain't gonna say Nathan. She spoke. Oh my God. I mean, will miracles never cease? So she denounced people, she said, that are trying to sow divisiveness as the league grapples with debate over transgender athletes. This woman spoke months ago. Why? Anyway, Engelbert made the comments Thursday after the Fever's 91-85 L to the Wings in Dallas. Demonstrators showed up outside of American Airlines Center, as they have at other venues, since the Fever's Sophie Cunningham voiced support for barring transgender girls and women from girls and women's sports in an extensive ESPN profile. I want you to hear this and hear this clearly. And if you punks think that I'm homophobic, then you stupider than I thought you are. No human being born with a penis between their legs deserves to play in a woman's game. Period. It is like what a friend of mine said a long time ago. You could dress a turd in a tux, but it's still a piece of crap. So you can throw lipstick and wigs and dresses on a man. If he's having a tree trunk swing between his legs, he should not be playing with women, period. Or she, or it, or whatever. Make it real simple and plain. And that is what Sophie made. But because people are in their fields, we get bull like this. So the league issued a statement last week criticizing efforts to make an issue about eligibility of transgender athletes in the WNBA. Engelbert's comments in a pregame gathering in Dallas were her first since the league called out what it said it would be bad faith efforts to use the debate to, quote, demean or marginalize others. Thursday, she sat alongside Wing CEO and managing partner Greg Bibb and stating the following, quote, people are trying to use the league to sow divisiveness. We're being the center of political football for people who have never watched the WNBA, have never written about the WNBA or reported on the WNBA. Close quote. Now, just to give you clarification, Engelbert said that basically she parroting Adam Silver, the NBA's commissioner, of the recent use of political football, quote, political football, close quote, to describe the debate that has engulfed the WNBA. Heffa, people ain't trying to sow divisive in the league. Your mouth being shut is doing that. This issue has been on the table for weeks, but you want to be in the bunker trying to work your golf game out and avoid interviews from Dan Patrick because you too chicken to talk. That's sowing divisiveness. Like when the players last year had the nerve, as you would think, to say, well, wait a minute, sugar ain't sweet. This isn't fair. We ain't getting treated right by the governors. We need better representation here. and we need to negotiate in good faith. You are saying everything is good. You're for the players, but you're basically saying screw the players at the same time. That's how you were from the offseason all the way until this season began. And if it wasn't for you cock blocking, we would have had something done long before in the CBA, and this season would have probably been, oh, cool, everything is going on as planned. But no, it had to be 11th hour because you were like, I'm for the players. No, you're not. Anyway, Engelbert sent a memo this month to team presidents and general managers saying that the league would discuss the subject of transgender women in women's basketball, saying, quote, there's always going to be haters out there and we denounce it. But that's what happens when you've made it a legitimate sports media and entertainment product. Close quote. What a bunch of crap. Well, Breanna Stewart had to issue a statement after those comments saying, quote, I want this arena to be a safe space. Close quote. And I'm with Breanna. I want this arena to be a safe space too. And how you make this safe is very simple. It's very simple. If a human being is born with a vagina, they can play in the WNBA when they become 21, 22, 23 years of age. But if that human being is born with the penis, they should be nowhere near on the court. Now, they can coach the team. They can officiate the game. But they can't suit up and be a player because they would be biologically a male. Only biological females should play in the WNBA, which takes me to Enes Kanter. I'm sorry, it's not Enes Kanter. It's Kanter Freedom. Mama called you Enes, I'm going to call you Enes. Enes was ejected from last night between the Fever and the Sky at the verbal altercation with Sky guard Natasha Cloud. Now, Kanter was sitting courtside, a black T-shirt which read, quote, woman, noun, adult human female, close quote. When a timeout was called late in the third quarter, Cloud walked toward Kanter and shouted at him. He was standing with his arms outstretched and took a few steps toward the court before security cut him off and directed him out of the venue. Cloud was then held back by teammates and security as she continued to shout and point at Kanter. She spoke with team and league security after the 113-90 loss the Sky took to the Fever, but did not address the media. Cloud took to social media, though, later on that night, saying that in a Threads post, transgender people, quote, will always be protected by me. There's so much good things about this league and so many good things about the play of these players. And if you come to a game, you should probably come to enjoy the basketball. That seems pretty simple to me. I think these players deserve that and have earned that. Being a former basketball player, Enes, you should probably understand and feel that too. Close quote. Now, Kanter pumped his fist and mocked Cloud with a hand gesture that imitated her talking. While arguing that he should not have to leave, he waved his arms to the crowd before holding out his shirt while exiting. He had a conversation with a group of police officers before leaving Wintrust Arena saying, quote, this is unacceptable, close quote. And he was heard saying that to police. Now, he later posted on social media, quote, I just got kicked out of at WNBA game for supporting women. Let that sink in, America. Close quote. All right. Son, I support women too. And this is why you are being cancerous to people like me. You make us look like lunatics, son. You don't have to be parading all about and making a show out of an issue that wasn't prevalent on the court. You didn't see a player on the court that was playing with a horse. She want to hang with a horse. She want to hang with a. You didn't see that. You saw 10 women on the court. So I get your fervor. I get your passion. I get your esprit de corps. But you got to tone that bullshit down. I agree that God made them male and female. I agree with that. I agree. There's only 2 genders on this planet. And you happen to be male just like me, and the other happens to be female. I am with that. And yes, adult human female is a woman, and adult human male is a man. I'm with that too. But being an idiot, I'm not. Why'd you have to act as though you needed to stage a protest in the stands? Bump that. You have a platform big enough to where you don't need to act like a clown. But you're making people like Playmaker and myself, who actually do agree with Sophie Cunningham in saying that a person who was born a male should not touch in WNBA court. You make us look as though we're out of touch and we're silly. And we're not out of touch and we're not silly. But they wouldn't know that because of you. Because of this. What's the point of you jawing with a WNBA player on the court? I don't care if it's Natasha Cloud or any other player. What was the point? What was the point?
Before you continue, sir, the WNBA sent this out earlier today, this afternoon. The WNBA has not announced any plans to prevent Enes Kanter Freedom from attending future games after his ejection from Ring Trust on last night. However, source around the league says Enes Kanter Freedom and former NBA player Wars Wright are not eligible to play in the WNBA after the pair declared themselves women and eligible for the draft.
Now, before that game, Sophie Cunningham was asked about dealing with the outside noise that has followed Fever games regarding a variety of topics, both on and off the court, ever since her quote controversial close quote quoting. And she said she hasn't seen it affect the locker room, going on with saying, quote, personally, I rely a lot on my faith. I rely a lot on my inner circle. It keeps me grounded. I've been at peace this whole time, and I stay true to myself, and I'm proud of who I am and how I was reared. As our team as a whole, we take care of each other. There's so much speculation outside of our locker room, and people are trying to I don't even know what's going on. But we're like, hey, we're all cool. Indiana, you have to mentally play tough here. You have to be mentally tough because people say whatever they want to say, and that's what we sign up for. That's the platform we're on, and I think it's a blessing. It's a great opportunity to be a positive influence in our culture today. Close quote. Now, the coach of the Fever, Stephanie White, said, quote, it's a social media thing. Close quote. We don't want to say that she thinks it's important that people, that certain people, like the guys in the guys in the room, talking about the media people, don't give what we saw on the court any more gas or any more credence. But Kanter, I get that you probably paint along the lines of the conservative side of the fence. Because I've heard other takes that strike me as you being a Republican, which it's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Your belief is your belief. The problem comes into play where you feel as though your beliefs have to entreat upon others, have to encroach upon others, have to invade others. And you giving the business to Natasha Cloud, a player on the court, that's basically inviting your opinion on someone else. And I don't care what type of opinion it is. People are going to say, don't say that to me. I don't want that. If you believe that, that's fine, but that's your belief. Stay that away from me. That's how people think. And what makes it even more egregious is that you played in the NBA. You know that it's absolutely atrocious to have a fan in the stands go absolutely crazy and ape, you know what, to disrupt the action on the court. You played professional basketball, but you want to be a clown and interrupt professional basketball for women because you have a social and a socio-political statement to actually unearth. Don't make it tough on those who actually do believe what you believe in this regard. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to be treated as though I am some sort of lunatic. But because of you, with that outfit and your histrionics, that's exactly what the opposing people who are all about transgender rights and all that type of stuff, that's what they would say to someone like me and someone like Playmaker. You got to tone it down, son. Don't do the clown show. But that's what you do. That's what you are. And I hate that. Whatever you want to say, Playmaker, go ahead. I'm done.
We're talking about a guy who, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Johnson, had a fight with the Turkish government.
You're correct.
And the people of America was behind him on that.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't hear no antics. You ain't see any political statements, nothing. He did his best to play the game while dealing with that fight of his home country at the same time. And we're talking about a guy who played 11 years in the league. A decent, serviceable big man for the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're correct.
And this man here, Canton Freedom, actually is on the side of me and Cole Johnson that biological men should not attempt to play in the WNBA.
That's what makes this even harder to swallow and stomach.
The problem is that Enes, you trying to force the hand of the WNBA when they don't even have a problem to address. It became a topic of discussion because Sophie Cunningham said what she said. But within the 30 years of the WNBA being in existence, have we found out there was a man playing with the women?
Nope.
Have we caught wind of a man playing in the WNBA in the past 5 years when it started to grow?
Nope.
So for you and Wars White to declare yourself women and declare for the WNBA draft in 2027, I looked at it, I was like, they joking. They ain't serious. Went on about my business. And then your butt showed up on Fox News being interviewed by Mrs. Trump. I don't know if it was the daughter or the granddaughter. Which one? I don't know which one it is. You know better than me.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm. And you try to make yourself sound like you are trying to go to the WNBA. That's the type of clown show that Cole Johnson is talking about. On a national stage with a national branded news, trying to make yourself sound like you can play with the WNBA. And then last night happens. You can't force people to make a decision when there was no decision to be made to begin with. Now that you and Mr. Wright are not eligible for the WNBA draft, still doesn't give us the full answer. Because before Cathy Engelbert even said what she said this past week, she said that there's a conversation that still needs to be had. Don't force change that doesn't need to be forced. And because you are doing what you're doing, and those of you who are out there trying to figure out he ain't do nothing wrong, you ain't been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. You've been under a rock somewhere. Because him showing up with a woman's shirt on was premeditated. And for this, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to meet you in person. I don't have no respect for you. Because you want to push this envelope so bad. I can't expect a man to do that in this form or fashion. When there are other ways you could have did this.
This goes to best woman player in the world. You talking about the word integrity? Because they don't have any. You ain't got no balls, do you? WNBA owners, you ain't got no balls, do you? Really? So we should just tip our cups, throw through ice cubes in a small glass, and just tip the brown liquor. You talk about compromising, because they'll be compromised doing it. It's on. It's the utter blasphemy. I'm sorry about that. Professionalism. And we'll be back.
Not yet.
Really?
You're going to the comments. You're going to the comment section.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing you a favor.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my best friend, my ace, Mr. Stuck in My Mind podcast on. Why is that laugh face? It's what's good, my brothers. Everything is good, man. Hope everything is good with you out in the boroughs. He says, Kanter is a clown. 100%. Why says, tell him why you're mad, son. Thank you, sir. He also says they should ban his clown behind for the remainder of the season. I want to see them do that, but I doubt they will. Cool says, Anetta Peace is an unattractive, hairy woman.
Now we go to break.
If you're watching WWE and not repping your favorite superstar, what are you doing? T-shirts, championship hoodies. This is how you show who you ride with. Whether it's legends or the stars that are running it right now, it's all about representing your side. Hit the link in the description and shop official gear right now through WWE Shop. Every era, every superstar, every fan. Don't just watch. Represent.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay. Then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
The game is about to start. The last thing you should be worrying about is what's for dinner. With Cook Unity, chef-crafted meals are ready to enjoy in minutes. Great food, less hassle, more game time. Cook Unity, available through the Playmakers Network.
Welcome back to Shooting Lights Out here as we get ready to close everything out. But before we do, games to watch, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, games to watch. Let us start with tonight. And so we have the Lynx, who are on the fast track to clinching the #1 overall seed in the WNBA. They're taking on the Valkyries, who are the closest pursuers to that. Big game. More than likely, if the Lynx win, it pretty much sells up the #1 seed for them and locks up the Valkyries from getting to the #1 seed. 8 p.m. is when the tip-off happens. All times posted on here are Eastern Daylight Time. USA Network will carry that game between the Lynx and the Valkyries, and quite possibly we might see those two match up for the WNBA championship. Will we? Well, we'll have to find that out in about 7-ish weeks time. Yeah. Then you have the Dream going to LA to play the Sparks. 10 p.m. is the tip for that one. 7 p.m. out in LA. Peacock and the NBC Sports Network will carry that game between the Dream, the newly minted playoff clinching Dream, and the Sparks.
And by the way, LA fans, Sparks fans, we are counting down the days of Nneka Ogwumike's career. Once the Sparks season is over, she's retired.
Shout out to Nneka Ogwumike. She has proven what she's done well on the court, but she has proven that she's going to have a big hand in how the WNBA is going to move when she does retire from the game. So Nneka, thank you for forwarding. Thank you for pushing this product forward with your brand of basketball. For tomorrow night or Tuesday night, if you watch this on another day, or tonight, if you watch it on Tuesday, the Sun, they will hopefully lose to the Sky, but they will host the Sky. 7 p.m. will be the tip on that game. Nobody's covering it. Good. Then at 10 p.m., you have the Mercury, who unfortunately they will be missing the playoffs, going against hosting the Mystics, who are headed to the playoffs. 10 p.m. is the tip there.
And
nobody televised it.
And the Warner Brahma has had a contract bought out from the Mercury, and she is looking to sign with a playoff contender. So be on the lookout for that.
And then the other game, the Fire going to Dallas, play the Wings, 8 p.m. tip, and 7 p.m. in Dallas. NBTV's carrying that one. Then we got Wednesday. The Sun. They host the Valkyries. 7 p.m. is the tip there, and local time 7 p.m. as well. And then you have the Tempo in the late game going up against the Storm in Seattle. 10 p.m. the tip, 7 p.m. in Seattle. USA Network will carry that one.
All right. That's the games to watch for this week. The final week before World Cup break. So next week will be like the final show before the break that is like this, because after that, most of our coverage will be on the World Cup. And see
that's
if
the playoffs, right?
They got like a week when they come back. They got like a week when they come back, and then it's the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
So, but 7 spots have been clinched for playoff spots. We're just looking for the 8th, and the lead that I see with the Dallas Wings have over the Portland Fire, I don't think Portland can catch them. So technically, yes, there's a fight for the 8th spot, but theoretically, I don't see the Fire catching the Wings. So we're just waiting for the Dallas.
First season, good try for the first season, though. I got to give it to Fire. Good attempt for the first season.
We just wait for the Dallas Wings to finally officially clinch that spot, and we'll have the 8 participants for the playoffs. So that's for that. Tonight, Monsters Wrestling, a recap of TNA Lockdown, and unfortunately, Mr. Johnson, I have to preview 2 PLE / pay-per-views this.
Let's see. Well, I know one of them. I can't think of the other one. Obviously, this is all in weekend, but I can't think of the other one.
And we got Heat Wave.
That's right. NXT Heat Wave. I didn't know why I was thinking that was next weekend, not this coming weekend. But okay.
And matter of fact, if we was actually talking about AAA, we had to do it would have been 3-part, because AAA doing something before NXT Heat Wave.
Don't talk about AAA.
So there's a lot going on.
How the heck you have the biggest card of your promotion, but you're doing it in 2 Never mind. This isn't wrestling. I'm sorry.
Your biggest event, but it's in 2 different locations.
Yeah, that makes zero sense to me.
That's WWE for you, sir.
Yeah.
I know the brand. I know it says AAA, but that's WWE for you.
I know it's WWE that really controls it. I know that, but still, that makes no sense. But
that's later on. That's later on tonight with me and Cool McCain, Mr. Johnson. It is definitely football season when the Wednesday show happens. We will be officially in football season.
Yes,
and I'm not talking about the games that's going to be played this weekend either.
No. Tune in to Bear Down the Grind. It'll be this Wednesday. We will preview pretty much the conference that is in control of all things, probably all things college sports in general, but college football in particular, the Big Ten. We've had Michigan. We had Michigan win it all in 2023. We've had Ohio State win it all in 2024. We had Indiana winning it all in 2025. Will we see something unprecedented? And a Big Ten team at the end of it all, the 3rd January and Monday, hoist up the trophy, saying we are the champions of college football for a 4th consecutive season.
And all the shenanigans that's going on with college sports in general, mainly football. So we'll see y'all Wednesday for that one.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that one, because you thought what Cole Johnson did today was something way too Wednesday. Today has nothing compared to what he has off Wednesday.
I'm just being me. That's all I'm doing.
But with that being said, any final words, Mr. Cole Johnson, as we get up out of here?
Look, Kanter, fight the fight right. That's really all it's about. Fight the fight right. Sophie, stand on business. That's what you believe. Stand on business and be, and just simply let your statement be what it is, and just let your play represent yourself.
Man, the question, you said nothing wrong.
Exactly. You said zero wrong. Stand on that, and don't have anybody influence you and say, "Well, you know what? I said this, but my position evolved." No. Stand on that. Stand on that. Klay, body yada 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 yada. Those women out in the South Beach, and Cool says, "Look, they try to start the fire, and it always burns. It's just the world's been turning." I'm sorry.
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win.